Hello.
Hello, was it people trying to contact? That's the dirtiest she hit around it, and that's okay. I think it's hilarious. I tell her that's just fine. So, just to take the time to contact, I started the stream of it. Yep, done that, people. Done
I
that.
was wondering what the hell happened. Next thing I know, it's like I'm listening to Kerri talk, and all of a sudden, poof!
Yeah. I was like, hang on. This big thing pop up saying the live's ended. I was like, and I
Okay,
said,
I'm falling back off stage now.
I hadn't even noticed. I had not even noticed. Now, I was sitting here talking away and had not
oh,
noticed at all.
everyone has to
Okay,
come back.
so people are working away that
Thank you,
slowly.
Adam. Have a
All
great
right,
day.
Adam, thank you for coming. I appreciate that. I hope you remember what I asked you because I'm kind of flustered right now. I think I asked you about vacation. That's what I asked you about.
Oh, yes. So when we went to Wellington, we take a plane. So this was the first time on a plane. And just a little thing about me, I'm petrified of flying. So even though it's an hour and 50-minute flight to Wellington from Dunedin, I really had to put my feelings of being scared aside. And I explained to the air hostesses when we got on the plane that my son had this, and like, could you just talk us through it, just be a little bit more understanding. He might do a little, we don't know how he's going to act. We took his headphones, we took books, we just relax. He has squishy things, those sensory squishy ball things. Fantastic. Well, we started to take off, and I'm like, and he's looking at me and then like, it's okay, mate, it's okay. And he's like, Mum, why are you crying? I'm like, I'm okay. The air hostesses were fantastic. They talked us through it because I didn't say that I was scared of flying, as you don't, as you know, but they kind of had a feeling. So they they talked us through it. They told us what was going to happen. Now, when we flew home from Wellington, we're at the Wellington airport, and they when James walked through, he must have had something like a coin in his pocket, and the alarm went off. Well, I had to say to the security guys, I was like, look, there's a coin in his pocket. He has high functioning autism. He's got sensory issues. This is why he's freaking out. He's not guilty of anything. And he goes, okay, we won't put him through the x-ray machine, but can you go through? And I was like, okay. So I had to reassure James, because then he was starting to worry that something was going to happen to me and I was getting in trouble or something like that. And I was like, I'm okay. So we went through the x-ray machine and they scan you and all that stuff. And they said to James, do you want to try it? And he was like, is it going to hurt? And I was like, and they said, no, it's not going to hurt. So I walked through with them again. So I went through twice. But they were fantastic at the airport, fantastic on the way home. But when we go for vacations, like we'll tend to, like I had the last 3 days off work. So we just stayed at home. We went Timpin bowling, just stayed at home. We do a lot of camping. So we'll go down to my auntie's down south. She's got a big farm by the river, and we'll just camp there in a tent. Yes, we haven't done many vacations as such. Do you know what I mean? Like going away. I mean, the furthest I've been by myself was before I had children and I went to Australia. However, I'm planning on going to the Denmark diamond painting retreat next year in September.
Wow.
And that is going to be a massive thing for me because I don't even think I've been anywhere like even I've been up to the North Island to stay with family by myself, but I've never been overseas as such to another country by myself, so going by myself, but I'm going to push myself outside of my comfort zone. Mia, we're actually I'm planning on taking at least 2 weeks off and traveling. So I'll go to the retreat. So then I might tag on and go over and pop over and visit Sweden and then pop over back to London and just sort of see those countries. I've still got to plan things as such first, and I've got to get passports and I've got to, sort all that out. James, on the other hand, will stay back here. I'm lucky in the sense I've got a lot of people that I can sort of count on, my village, to help me with him. And so I'm hoping that he'll either stay with mum for a week or we'll do something because he will be 18 then. So he'll be old enough that'll be a massive test of being able to leave him with support behind. But I need to do it. I need to do this trip for both of us. So in terms for him to be independent as well and for me to be independent, because I also have to come to that realization that, it's cutthroat that when they're 18, they leave the house and they go, but he's able to be independent enough to eventually leave the house, eventually go off and start his new journey of his life.
Mm-hmm.
So then I will definitely be an empty nester then because he's my last child. So I think it's good for both of us. Shh, don't tell him that.
It's really good for you. So, what did he say about you taking the trip by yourself? Is he excited for the time?
He's like, wow.
He's like, wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Did he ever stay alone by himself overnight?
So I went to my brother's wedding a couple of weeks back in Wanaka. So that's 4.5 hours away. And I went up on Thursday and I come home Saturday and he stayed by himself. He got himself to school. Like I had my neighbours and stuff just keeping an eye on like if anything happened or anything like. And he, because of his unique abilities, he's a real stickler for rules. So he doesn't sneak out. He doesn't use the fire. He doesn't, like all that stuff. I tell him, don't use the oven. Do not use the oven. You've got the air fryer, you've got the microwave if need be. Do not use the oven because you just don't know if he walked away and forgot about it. So a lot of that played into before I left. And I rang. And I rang and I rang and I phone called him just to make sure that he got out of bed in the morning on the Friday morning because he still had to go to school. And when he got home and make sure he got home okay. And like I had spare keys at work. I had a spare house key at my neighbour's house. I had a spare house key at my friend's place just in case. We covered all aspects. He got home and forgot he locked the door, locked himself out or something like that. And he was absolutely fine, Tammy. He was just, I'm enjoying this, Mum. And then, of course, I was home Saturday afternoon. So that was really good for him and it was good for me because it was nice for me to go away and have a couple of days because he doesn't go to his dad's. He doesn't go and see his dad. So I was like, this is nice for both of us. He can have time by himself.
But you need your time separated. That's not Mom and I. We need
Yeah.
our time to ourselves.
Yeah.
I drive my mom insane. I know I do. She doesn't tell me I do. I know I do. And I really try not to, and it's so hard when you're dependent upon someone for everything.
Yep.
I I'm happy that Jane can have that freedom. That's good for him. And
Absolutely.
my
Yeah.
mom tells me you need to do it much as you can. Because there's some day I'm not doing this year. I'm like, no, I don't want to talk about that. But
Yeah.
I know she's right. So
Yeah.
it is good to you and to him.
Yeah.
And I'm excited you're doing on the retreat. I am. I think you'll have fun.
Oh,
I
no,
do.
it's exciting.
So,
So I've just got to line everything up first before I give a definite yes to Mia. Like we've got my passport lined up, whether I've got the finances, complete finances for them to say, yep, okay, away you go. Because obviously I need to finance the trip. Because we're looking about at least $3,500 just for my air tickets. And then of course you got accommodation. And then like if I'm going to go way over on the other side of the world, I might as well go and make it worthwhile, not just go for 3 days or 4 days of the retreat. I might as well go and enjoy the countries, enjoy spending time with everybody, and just really make it worthwhile, because I don't know when I'd next be able to go on another big trip like that. Like I've thought about going to America. I've really wanted to go to America. I've got a couple of friends that live in Georgia. I want to go there. But then I'm like, just the way things are at the moment, I might just put it off a few more years, and then do like how Grace did, Grace's Diamond World, and how she went over and visited Jenny the Krafty, and and she went and seen people. Like, I'd love to come and see you, Tammy. I would love to catch up with my American diamond painting community friends, and catch up with everybody, and see your beautiful country. And I'd love everybody to come here and see my beautiful country, because we live in such amazing places in the world, and it's so unique for every one of us, because you live in Kentucky. Is it Kentucky, Tammy?
yeah.
Which is simply a different climate to Anthony in Colorado, or Rich in Ohio, or Chicago, and even New Jersey. And it's like, we've got this one country, this little wee blip on the map, and it is fantastic. There's so much to see. I was saying to Mia yesterday that, or messaged and said, look, our part of the country can be quite often forgotten about, because they think of Lord of the Rings and they go to the North Island, because that's where the Hobbiton is and everything like that, right? And then you've got Queenstown, which is about 3 hours away from us, and it's all your tourist stuff. But we're here in the heart of in the South Island in Dunedin, and it's so influenced by our Scottish ancestry. Like, we've got Larnach Castle, we've got walks, we've got the beaches, we're so lucky to have where we are right now, like what we've got. And I mean, it's obvious it's not a lot of touristy things to do, but it's how you make it. We'll go for a walk, or let's go to the beach, and
Are you originally from New Zealand?
Yes.
You are.
I am. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I have the most weirdest accent, and because I'm from down south, we roll our R's. So birthday and purple, and like, you'll speak to someone in the North Island and they'll sound totally different to me. Yep. Or even in Christchurch. Like, I moved to Christchurch years and years ago, and I had a cold calling. I used to ring on the phones and make appointments for a business, for a company, and they'd say, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Are you calling from America? Are you calling from?" And I'm like, "No, I'm from New Zealand. I'm in Christchurch." And it's because I roll my R's. Everyone's like, "Oh, you sound so different." I'm like,
That's how it is in Kentucky. I mean, you have northern Kentucky, even central Kentucky, and then southeast Kentucky, and it's like a whole new accent. I mean,
yeah,
they say I have a very southern drawl. I don't hear it, but I
I can
guess
hear
I'm
it.
used to it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
that's how it is.
who's Jenny, the uncrafty crafter? She's got the real southern drawl.
Yep.
And then and Eve is totally different, and she's in New Jersey, and she it's quite funny hearing all the different accents in with even your country. It's like, wow, this is cool.
It is.
Yeah.
So,
Who's hi Brenda, Mama B Drilling. I don't think I met you, but
that
thank you.
is, she's here in the community. She actually has a small shop herself, and she said she likes jewelry and
Oh, nice. I'll
yeah,
have to check her channel out.
very nice. She is also another one I'd love to have on my channel during that, and she just started a channel herself. So,
Yeah.
Lee, if one of you, Rick, somebody started, nailed anybody's cat, could you put her link in? Ned, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, that mother, she had her health problem too, so I'm happy she's here.
Yeah. Well,
Here. How are
and
you doing today, Brenda? Let's
so
see.
Helen, no, he won't have a wild party while I'm away. No.
No.
Just looking at some of these.
Did he have like a best friend or a best buddy or
So
anything?
he hangs around with this beautiful group of girls at school. Doesn't really hang around with them in the weekend, so he doesn't hang out with people after school or anything like that. Because after school, he's done. He's completely overwhelmed by the whole day because of all the sensory issues and everything he's had to endure during the day. He's exhausted. He'll come home. He doesn't have to do homework unless he really needs to. He's got a special sort of place in like a set time during the week that he gets to go and do his catch up with learning support because he's done after school. Like he does his jobs and he's done. He lies on his bed, he plays his Xbox game, and he just blobs out. So he doesn't spend a lot of time with people outside of school. But yeah, he's got this beautiful, beautiful friend, and they hung out last school holidays. And I was at work, and he come in, and he said to me, "Oh, Mum," and her name is Jimmy, and James's nickname's Jimmy. I call him Jimmy. Mum calls him Jimmy. So it's Jimmy and Jimmy. And they sit together in history and music technology at school. And she's fantastic. He would come home and he had all these little wee fidget toys and things that she just gives him. And anyway, so he said to me, "Mum, I'm going to hang out with Jimmy today." And I said, "That's fine, good on you." And then, so I put some money onto his card. And then I said, "Oh, I'll be home at 1:00. So from work, just let me know where you are or what you're doing." And I got home at 1:00 and I was like, "Oh, they're not back yet. I'll just message and see how he's doing, And I got a message back, "Oh, yeah, no, Mum, just having lunch, blah, 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 oh, it's all good." Like running in the door at 2:30, both of them, fly down the Silver Stream walkway here. And oh, Mum, I'm so sorry we're late. I said, not late. And they're like, oh, well, we went to town. So they'd gone to town on the bus. So she'd gone with him, tagged him on the bus with her bus card, and away they went. She brought him CDs. They had lunch together in town and they didn't have lunch. They spent their money on something else. They were starving by the time we got back. I said, oh, okay, well, I took them to Subway and they sat out because it was beautiful and hot. They sat outside and it was like this beautiful just friendship. I took a photo of it. It was so gorgeous. She's so awesome. She's so good to him. And they just sat there eating lunch under the apple tree. Like, it was so nice because I'd never seen that with him before, like with other kids. And so precious. And he said, when he came to me and he said, Mum, I want to go to the formal, which is your prom. And I said, yeah, that's fine. I said, who are you going to go with? Are you going to go with Jimmy? No, Mum, Jimmy's not going because it's her birthday. And I was like, oh, okay, is there anyone else you want to go? No, I'm going with myself, Mum. He said, I'll catch up with my friends there. I was like, okay, then.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah, I do have a channel.
Put in that. I'm really proud.
Thank you, Lee, for putting my channel up. I haven't done a lot of videos yet. I've got scratch ones from years ago, but I am get my bum into gear into a video because I'm getting a little bit more confident now. Yeah. Hi, Kerri Lynn. I seen another one.
I want to thank you for coming on today. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to allow you to talk about your son. That's kind of a hard thing to do, to go up to someone and say, hey, can I have your someone in my life and you tell your story?
Yeah.
It's a bit intrusive, but at the same time, I'm very passionate about showing how beautiful life can be. If you gotta see it,
Absolutely, Tam. Absolutely. And life is what you make it. I could have become quite sad at the world and angry or whatever I wanted to do, but I was like, no, Kerri, you get up every day and you do this and you be positive, because you've got a dependent you've got a dependent and you never stop loving your kids, no matter how old they are. And if he's still here in 20, 30 years with me, that's not a problem either. You just do what you need to do. It's finding that choice. You can choose to be angry and upset and a victim and all that, or you can choose to be positive and a survivor and carry on each day with a smile. And what date is my birthday? It's the 25th. Oh, it's Anzac Day here in New Zealand. So the 25th. Is it the 25th for you guys yet?
No, it's the 23rd today.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, yeah, because I'm... What do we work out? It was 18.
18 hours, you said?
Actually, it's...
No, today's the 21st. Sorry, Lee. Are you sure? 16
hours.
Hold on. Okay, she's right. I'm wrong. Whatever. It's the 23rd. The 4th. I don't know what today is.
I'll get to celebrate my birthday with you again tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
Well, yay, yeah, it's my birthday in Denmark. Yay. And why I'm going to come on and really get into my channel is because it's something that I need to do for myself. And it's something that it's hard to sort of explain when you've always been that type of person. I just about sung the song to Mitchie. This is me. That the person in the shadows, the one that's always quiet and, just scared of what people think of you and stuff like that and how people perceive you. Always was like, and I was like, no, Kerri, come on and do a channel and show everyone your achievements of your diamond paintings and show people your life, just a little part of your life, and it can make someone's day, because I've had days where I've been really, really, like, I had a day a couple of weeks ago, and first time ever, I was going on a live with Mia, and I'd had a bit of heartbreaking news the night before, and I got up and I was like, yep, I'm coming on soon, Mia, I'm coming on soon. And then I couldn't go on live. I couldn't bring myself to be happy for everybody and be that happy, bubbly person I'm not. And so I messaged Mia and I said, hey, I'm feeling a bit blue today. I'm not going to come on the live. So I've also had days where I've felt a little bit, and I've pushed myself and I've gone on live and I've gone off and I've felt so good. Everyone's made me feel so happy and, yeah, it's making me tear up again. I'm not usually teary.
On my live anytime. And if you're ever supposed to do on my live and you can't do it, you say I've had a bad day, that's fine.
I think with us, I think with us, because why it took so long is because I usually work.
Yeah.
And so when a lot of my American friends are on lives, I'm at work. It's not, I'm asleep, I'm at work. Whereas like Mia and Angel and Adam, brilliant, like at the moment, because our hours have all switched again. I've always been able to get on Mia's because she's always been exactly 12 hours, and now she's 11 or 10 or something. Can't quite remember. We always forget, her and I. But it used to be in daylight savings, when I go to daylight savings and you guys go to daylight savings ends, I'm exactly 12 hours from in front of Mia. And I'm always 11 hours in front of Adam and Angel. So they're easy to remember. So they go at nighttime and I'm in the morning. And now I'm thinking, if I ever go live, where the hell am I going to go? Because I can't just not go to work.
Yeah, good luck. That's hard.
Yeah, because I'm like, none of my American friends are going to want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch me.
Well, lucky for you, I'm still awake at 3 a.m. most of the time. So, hey, I'll be there. And I'm pretty good at calling people and say, get your butt up and just chill out. I can do that.
Yeah.
But it is hard to find time. When you had that many hours, I can barely figure out that it took me, I still forget that 34 hours behind me.
Oh, yes, she is.
You said you're 18 hours. I'm like, forget it.
Yeah,
not even try. She can tell me what time.
Yeah, I think she's 4 hours behind you. So yeah, I think she's 20 hours behind me. Yeah, I think she's because you're 16 at the moment.
Yeah.
And then I think is it Ditsy's 20 hours?
Ditsy's 3 hours behind me, yes.
Oh yeah, so she's 19 hours behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something.
You're very good at that. I said, yes, you are. I couldn't tell you how many times. I couldn't tell you right now what time it is where you're at to save my ever-living life. Don't ask me.
Yeah, I'm just like, the amount of times I've had to Google, like, what time is it in Kentucky? What time is it in Oregon? What time is it in New Jersey?
Yeah, that's all I have to do, but I don't do that. I don't
Yeah.
use Google like I should. Rich had been on to me from the time he'd met me. Just Google it. That's all you have to do is Google it. And I'm like, but why am I not going to ask?
Yeah.
But one of these days. But I do what? 3 a.m.
I was reading Lee's comment. Lives have been known to pick up spirits. Like, have you been noticing something? Because I felt my nana around me today, and I'm just wondering because I've seen a few things go past before, and didn't want to freak anyone out. Just sort of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just sort of, like every now and then you might see a thing. My screen's really bad. Hang on.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like every now and then I'll see something, not like just something shoot across, like a glit. It's almost like it's glitching, but it's not. I don't know.
Okay. No, I hadn't noticed that, and I'm glad you told me.
I don't know if anyone
seen
else sees it. Can you see anything?
No. Lee, are you having trouble? No, we don't see anything. Not that I can tell. If you have an iPhone, there's a world clock. Oh yeah, right. The world clock.
Yeah, I use that too. Like, however, if you want to plan something, I've got to think. If I plan when my live is, if it's at 10 o'clock my time at night time, what time will it be? And I'm like, I've got my world clock, so
that world clock confused me. Just saying, I can't use it.
So I used to have Kentucky on there.
It is 8 o'clock here.
Yeah. 7 o'clock in Dallas?
Yeah, it is. So now
I only know because I just looked at the world clock, Tammy.
Okay.
And Lee must be.
Lee is at same time as I am.
Yeah. It's sort of like that. Is it the East Coast corridor sort of?
What?
East Coast?
Yeah, one the East.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's 2 a.m. in the area. See, that's not. I'll tell you later.
So Helen is 11 hours behind me. So she's in Scotland.
Yeah.
And my Mia is 10 hours behind me because she's 2 a.m. And I'm just about at my lunchtime. I'm halfway through my birthday.
Yeah, so I hope you have a wonderful rest of your birthday. I do.
Oh.
Thank you for coming on and sharing
your
day with us.
It's been fantastic. And I'm having drinks at my friend's place tomorrow night. And we're like, we'll just invite some of the girls around, like just have a girls catch up celebration sort of thing. Well, 19 of us later at her place, and I'm like, oh my God, so I have to go around there, set up, get all the food, like sort it all out, and then go back the next day and clean it all up. I didn't realize that it was going to be that many people. Oops.
You deserved it. You deserve to be celebrated. You do.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Shay. Do you know what, Shay? I just want to give a quick shout out to Shay because I actually discovered Shay's channel before anyone. So it was Shay's channel that I discovered, and I discovered Jenny the Art and Krafty crafter through Shay. And then I discovered Gracie's Diamond World, who's the girl in Australia, from Jenny the Uncrafty Crafter. Then I also around that time, but you didn't have a channel then, Tammy, but I seen you used to pop up quite a bit, and also Lee, and then Mia's was just a random, it popped up and I joined her, like, and we're instant like that. And I met through Adam and Angel through them. And then it's quite funny how we all sort of like connect the dots.
Yep.
And so thank you, Shay, because you actually introduced me subconsciously to all these lovely people. And I miss you. I miss your lives and stuff and everything like that. But I love how you're doing you. You do you, boo. And that's why we love you. And yeah. Everybody sort of, like, I'll never forget when I went on Angel's Live one day, and was it Berta that popped up? It was one live I'd been on, and Berta popped up, and I was starstruck. I was like, oh my God, it's Berta. I've known Berta for years, just watching the replays. And I used to get so, wow, oh my God. Every time I, like, even when Artemis came on, I was like, oh my God. And now it's like, we're all friends, we're all family.
Yeah, I'll admit, the first time I talked to Berta, I didn't want to talk to her for a long time. And I would say hi on the live in the chat and stuff, but there was no way I just sent a message her and say, I know why Berta did deal. Yeah. But the first time I met her, it was like she'd known me her whole life. So yeah, it is a talk. We all met in from one live to the next, and like I say, and I strongly believe that every decision you make in life, leads you to where you are exactly right now. So I've always been asked that I change anything about my life if I could. Yep. And the answer is no. No. Yep. And a lot of people think they don't believe me. They think I changed myself to walk or whatever. But no, I wouldn't. That means who I am. So.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Terry. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You tell your son I said hi, and I think he's a lovely person inside and out.
One day you guys might get to meet him. He might come on, or you might see him pop up in some of my videos that I got to get my bum into gear and do some. Because I think it's quite unique having someone like me down here in little old New Zealand, and my experiences of shopping for diamond paintings or even walking up the Silver Stream, showing you my beautiful part of the country. So it's just got to get the confidence and like get the gear as well, like the setup and all that. I think I'll just start off on my phone and just wing it.
You can do it. You can do it. I did. Yeah. You can do it. Everybody can. It's hard though. You just need that push.
Absolutely.
And, not a push under the desk like I got. Did a push.
Yeah. By Lee.
Yeah, by Lee. But if your son don't want to come on a live to you, more than welcome online. Just you know that always.
Thank you. Yeah. So I will go now. I just want to say thank you for all the beautiful, beautiful birthday messages, just for being here and listening to me on and on and on. Thank you, Tammy. And you really are a true friend to me, and I really appreciated being able to talk to you. It's hard to line up our schedules, but that's what true friends are about, is you make time when you can, and it's about quality, not quantity, quality. And I just want to thank everybody, and I love you all, and I'm going to say it because I say it every other live. I love you all. And I hope you all have a fantastic day, evening, night, morning, wherever you are in the world. Future Kerri, out.
Bye, Kerri. I love you, child.
Love you too, girl.
Thank you guys for being here. And as always, I appreciate it. I know it's been kind of longer tonight, but, thank you for coming back to round 2 and to always spending your evening with me. I know you have a lot of things you should be doing, so thank you for that. Always remember to love yourself, to love others, let them love you, and remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And on that note, I will see you in the next live and the next video. Bye, guys.